August 8th, 1941, Ukraine. 24-year-old Lyudmila Pavlichenko has been sitting behind a pile of broken bricks for the past 6 hours. Then, to her left, about 15 meters away, her sergeant teammate moves just a little, but he has no idea that this is the last mistake of his life. Because 280 meters away, a German sniper is already locked in, and in his scope, that sergeant's chest. And then, right in front of Lyudmila's eyes, her teammate is shot dead. The same guy who shared his bread with her yesterday. But she doesn't even get a second to react. Because in the next 5 to 10 seconds, that German sniper is going to switch positions. And there's another problem too. Lyudmila has never killed anyone before. That means she has 0 kills so far. And if she misses this shot, she'll be the next one in his scope. Lyudmila takes a long breath and lines up the shot. Now you're probably wondering the same thing. How does a 24-year-old girl end up becoming a lady death sniper in World War II? Lyudmila had always been different from the other girls around her. She believed girls were just as capable as boys in every way. Then one day, a boy from her neighborhood made fun of her and said girls can't shoot. That was enough. The very next day, she joined a local shooting club, and pretty soon, she was out shooting all the boys there. But back then, nobody knew this hobby would one day become the mission of her life. Then came June 1941. Lyudmila was getting ready to finish her degree at Kiev University when the German army invaded the Soviet Union. Everything fell apart. Her university was destroyed. 73 students were killed, and her best friend burned to death in the library. Lyudmila could have played it safe and become a nurse, but the very next morning, she showed up at the Army recruitment office. But when she got there, the officers laughed at her. They said,
"Sweetheart, go help the wounded. A rifle is not for you."
War means blood and screaming. You won't be able to handle it.
But those officers had no clue, not even in their wildest dreams, that this ordinary-looking girl was about to do something in World War II that history would never forget. Lyudmila said,
"Just give me one chance."
An officer handed her a rifle and pointed at a fence post 100 meters away. Lyudmila didn't argue. She just lifted the rifle and fired 5 shots in a row, straight into the center of the wood. The officer stopped smiling. They handed her a Mosin Nagant rifle, gave her 40 rounds, and immediately added her to the Red Army's 25th Rifle Division. A few days later, Lyudmila was sent to Odessa. Now let's be back on that moment. Lyudmila lines up the shot to get revenge for her teammate. She pulls the trigger. The German sniper doesn't get any chance to respond. He drops right there. Lyudmila knows the enemy now knows her position, so instead of running, she slowly crawls away like a snake and changes locations. That night, when she gets back to camp, she can't sleep at all. Because for the first time in her life, she killed a person. August 19th, Lyudmila is sent out with another expert sniper, a lieutenant. This lieutenant follows Soviet sniper rules exactly. She was trained to do this. Find a hiding spot, fire, move immediately. Never raise your head too much. And she sticks to those rules perfectly. Lyudmila is on the first floor of a building, looking for enemy soldiers. Meanwhile, the lieutenant, on the 3rd floor, takes out a German gunner. Then she moves down to the 2nd floor, waits 20 minutes, shoots a German officer. But the second she passes by a stairwell window to change positions, one bullet hits her. She's dead before she even hits the ground. A German counter-sniper got her. And he didn't just track her, he knew all the Soviet sniper rules too. If you follow rules too perfectly, the enemy can figure out your next move. And on a battlefield, the second you become predictable, you're done. In just 2 days, Lyudmila has lost 2 teammates right in front of her. and she knows she could be next. So she stops, thinks it through, and comes up with a plan. She picks up a stick lying nearby and puts her teammate's helmet on top of it. Then she slowly raises the helmet near the window. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a movie scene. But Lyudmila was actually one of the first people to try this trick. About 10 minutes later, it works. A German sniper sees what looks like an easy kill, takes the shot, and gives away his position. And that's exactly what Lyudmila was waiting for. She fires back immediately and takes him out. Lyudmila can barely believe the trick worked. Then she crawls into another room and tries the same thing again. By the time evening hits, she's taken out 4 soldiers using this method. But there's a problem.
If her officers found out how she was doing it, they could court-martial her because she was breaking official Soviet sniper rules. That night, she reports to the officers. And the next day, before sunrise, in the dark, she heads back out again with her Mosin Nagant rifle. The German line is 340 meters away. Inside a destroyed house, Lyudmila sets up 2 sniper hiding spots, only 6 meters apart. In the first spot, she sets up bait, a helmet and a straw-stuffed sleeve on a stick, a fake target. Then she moves into the second spot, gets in position, and waits. 45 minutes pass. She doesn't move, even an inch. Then, at 6:17 a.m., the fake helmet gets blown off and drops into the rubble. Another German sniper just fell for the trap. Now she probably has only 2 seconds before he realizes it was a decoy. About 320 meters away, behind a brick wall, she sees a tiny puff of smoke. Someone is moving. She locks him in through her scope and fires. The soldier drops. Lyudmila doesn't stay there to check if he's dead. She grabs her rifle and quickly shifts 40 meters west. 10 minutes later, looking through her scope, she sees 2 German medics dragging a body away from that wall. Her trick worked for real. After that, Lyudmila keeps doing the same thing, moving from spot to spot, using fake helmets and dummy targets. By October, she has 78 confirmed kills, and 22 of them are enemy snipers. Desperate officers start showing up at her bunker, begging her to take out the snipers killing their men. Lyudmila used to say she didn't look at the enemy as a person. She looked at them as a target. In just 2.5 months during the Battle of Odessa, she killed 187 German soldiers. The Germans were so scared of her that they started offering rewards for anyone who could capture or kill her. When Germany started taking Odessa, Lyudmila was sent to Sevastopol. The fighting there was even worse. A highly skilled German sniper is picking off Soviet officers one by one. 11 dead in 3 days. Sergeants, radio operators, lieutenants. Every shot is perfect, and every time, he disappears without leaving a clue. Nobody in that area even wants to step outside anymore. So the commanding major calls Lyudmila in and hands her photos of the dead. Lyudmila maps out where each victim was shot. She notices something important. The German sniper never fires twice from the same position. Around 3 a.m., Lyudmila reaches her position. She picks a spot where she can watch the area the German sniper is most likely using. There's a rule in the sniper world. Whoever moves first dies. A full day passes. First, the burning heat of the sun, then the freezing cold at night. Lyudmila lies flat on her stomach in a small trench. She barely moves. She even blinks slowly, so the reflection from her lens, or even the movement of her eyelids, won't give her away. By the second day, hunger and thirst aren't even the worst part anymore. It's the exhaustion. Her muscles start cramping hard. Lyudmila later said that in moments like that, all you want to do is get up just once and stretch your body. But she knows the German sniper is out there somewhere, waiting for exactly that. During that time, she even pees where she's lying. 70 hours pass. The German sniper probably starts thinking there's no Russian sniper there.
or that she got tired and left. Then suddenly, a tiny movement. Maybe he adjusted his rifle. For 1 second, part of his scope flashes behind the bushes. Lyudmila holds her breath. She slowly squeezes the trigger. 300 meters away, the German sniper died on spot. No scream, no second chance. The bullet hits him right between the eyes. When Lyudmila crawls over to the body, she finds his diary. He wasn't just some random soldier. He was a famous German sniper with more than 200 kills. Stories of her accuracy and bravery started spreading over the radio. Soviet soldiers felt motivated. German soldiers were terrified. In June 1942, Lyudmila was badly wounded in a mortar attack. Shrapnel hit her face. At that point, the Soviet government realized she wasn't just a soldier anymore. She had become a symbol, a source of national pride. So they pulled her off the front lines and sent her to the United States on a special mission.
Lyudmila became the first Soviet citizen to visit America during the war. There, she met President Franklin D. Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor was so impressed by Lyudmila's courage that she decided to take her on a speaking tour across the U.S. But the American media asked her some weird questions. Stuff like,
"Do you wear makeup on the battlefield?"
Lyudmila got fed up with it. At one event, she fired back with a line that stunned the whole country.
"Gentlemen, I am 25 years old and I have already killed 309 fascist invaders. Don't you think you've been hiding behind my back for long enough?"
That one statement hit hard. And after that, a lot more people in America started openly supporting aid to the Soviet Union. When Lyudmila returned home, she was awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union.
Wear it with
She spent the
pride.
rest of the war training
will.
new snipers.
For the fall.
Lyudmila Pavlichenko married twice. She first married Alexei Pavlichenko in 1932 at age 15 or 16. During World War II, she fell in love with fellow sniper Alexei Kitsenko, whom she regarded as her husband. But he was killed in action in March 1942. Also, the weight of killing 309 people and everything she saw took a serious toll on her health. She often struggled with depression and what we now call PTSD. In 1974, at just 58 years old, this legendary warrior passed away. Lyudmila Pavlichenko's story isn't just about bullets and death. It's about the kind of strength a woman shows when her home and her country are under attack. A lot of stories are buried in the pages of history, but there are very few like Lady Death. So, if you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want more untold and terrifying stories from history. I'll see you in the next one.